Do you have a grievance against the government? You might think that your grievance was bad luck, or that you had a unique situation that no one else has experienced and no one else will ever experience again, or that a bad apple government employee was to blame, or that there's nothing you can do about it, or that nice people don't file lawsuits. Well, I have news for you. You didn't have bad luck. It's not the people working for the government. Government systems caused your grievance. You're not in a unique situation. Thousands of Americans have likely experienced what happened to you, and there's something you can do about it. You can sue the government without an attorney, without spending more than a few dollars down at the post office. Nice people file lawsuits because lawsuits are how systems change. Nothing is going to change until you sue. Now I'm going to talk about black-letter law versus case law. Black-letter law means that the government action was clearly non-compliant with well-understood laws. You can research, write, and file a black-letter lawsuit yourself without an attorney. Black-letter law cases rarely go to trial. Almost all are settled out of court. Case law, also called common law, is the opposite of black-letter law. Case law is for laws that are open to interpretation, or cases where you have a new interpretation of a law, or where you have a new legal theory. In case law, you will go to trial and try to convince the judge about your interpretation of the law. Don't try to do case law yourself. Hire an attorney and be prepared to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions. Now I'm going to talk about timeliness and injunctive relief versus monetary damages. Injunctive relief means a judge ordering a government agency to do something or not do something. Monetary damages are just that, a judge ordering the agency to pay you. This difference is crucial when suing the government. You can do one or the other in a lawsuit, not both. If you want both injunctive relief and monetary damages, you'll have to file two lawsuits in two courts. Injunctive relief is better if you can get the agency to respond before you've suffered much damage or harm. The faster you act, the easier it will be to resolve your grievance. That the agency might respond to your lawsuit by fixing the problem without waiting for a judge to issue an injunction. But if you sit on your grievance for years, it'll get harder to fix. The people involved will move on to other jobs, documents will become unavailable, and what would have been a simple fix will no longer be a solution. What started as a problem in need of an injunction, a court order for a federal agency to do something or not do something will devolve into monetary damages. No matter how much money you're awarded, it'll never be as good as the agency correcting its error right away. Now I'm going to talk about government systems. My experience has been that government officials don't read the laws. People do what they were taught to do, what their colleagues do, or what they've done for 30 years. Telling a government official what the law says does you no good in my experience. Most government systems work well and are compliant with the laws, but sometimes government systems harm people. And some of these government systems are not compliant with the laws. This is what my book, How to Sue the Government, is about. Books about human error management start by arguing against the bad apples theory. In this view, errors are caused by people who are stupid or poorly trained or don't follow the rules or are just bad people. Instead, human error experts write that human errors are caused by systems that set up people for failure. In my experience, there are better systems available that will cost an agency nothing and require no additional effort from its employees. These systems will never change unless someone sues the agency. Your lawsuit will nudge the agency towards fixing its non-compliant or unlawful systems. Okay, the last part of this chapter, I'm going to talk about why you should not sue the government. Well, if you lose, the court could order you to pay the defendant's costs. For example, Stormy Daniels sued Donald Trump for defamation after he said that her claims about him ordering her to keep quiet about them having had sex was a, quote, total con job. A judge threw out the case and ordered Daniels to pay Trump $600,000 for his legal expenses. Well, government attorneys are too busy to file frivolous motions to rack up billable hours. Keep your lawsuit simple, don't waste the defendant's time, and don't worry about a judge ordering you to pay for the defendant's legal expenses. The end of the first chapter of my book, How to Sue the Government. Look below the video for a link to buy my book. You can click to watch the next video. And please click the subscribe button below the video so that I get a share of the revenue from the ads you've seen. I also have a Facebook page, How to Sue the Government. I'm on X following the hashtag How to Sue the Government. And my website is howtosuethegovernment.com.